Get ready to return to Poguelandia. Somewhere off the coast of sunny North Carolina, a group of our favorite teenagers is stranded, and we can't wait to see how they get themselves out of this one. Outer Banks has pulled huge numbers since its mid-pandemic release, and the third season is right around the corner. But did you know we're about to see some new faces in the Banks? Keep watching to find out who. But first, who's staying on? Outer Banks was a huge unexpected hit when it first dropped in 2020. The cast was all young and new to acting, but pretty soon their faces were everywhere as the show's popularity skyrocketed. And why wouldn't it? The series has everything you could ask for. Beautiful, sweeping shots of the North Carolina coastline, a wildly attractive young cast, and a friend group that everyone's dying to be a part of. The show's premise is built on a class difference. Rich versus poor is shown as Pogues versus Kooks, and we follow 4 Pogues during the show. John B., the narrator with absent parents, JJ, the surfer with an abusive dad, Pope, the smart friend, and Kiara, the activist. As production has already started, we can confirm that all 4, played by Chase Stokes, Rudy Pankow, Jonathan Davis, and Madison Bailey, will be back for season 3. The first season mostly focused on John B. trying to finish what his missing dad started, a search for a British ship that holds hundreds of millions of dollars, a treasure hunt on beautiful islands with tons of drama, fighting, and suspense. It's no wonder it became the most watched show across all streaming platforms at the time of its release. In true main character rebellious fashion, Sarah Cameron, the princess of the Kooks, plays a big role in the Pogues' lives and joins their team. She used to be friends with Kiara, and John B. works for her dad, Ward, in season 1. Naturally, the two fall in love by the end of the season. They're 2 blonde leads in a Netflix show. It was practically written in the stars. Sarah, played by Madeline Klein, will also return for season 3 despite drama and rumors surrounding her casting. Ward Cameron, Topper, and Rafe, played by Charles Eston, Austin North, and Drew Starkey, will also reprise their roles. So where did we last see the Pogues? The end of season 1 sees John B. on the run from the law, and fans were buzzing for season 2 a year later when it dropped. After an insane second season, we had a bunch of things to deal with in the last episode. The biggest lesson we learned was that when a father dies on Outer Banks, he'll probably pop up alive sometime later. Ward Cameron wasn't exactly dead. He just faked it for his family's safety. We've all heard that one before. If you're willing to kill your daughter, how concerned for her safety can you really be? It's definitely a family thing, because at one moment it looked like the Pogues finally had their hands on the gold cross of Santo Domingo. That is, until Sarah's brother Rafe cornered Pope and took the cross from him. It's not looking good with the Camerons, so the Pogues jump off the ship and end up stranded on a deserted island. No food, no water, but hey, at least they've got each other. They named their new island Poguelandia, and that's where we'll catch up with them soon. Speaking of the dead dad lesson, Big John isn't actually dead. He contacted Carla Lembree, asking her to help the Pogues find a shroud in exchange for his help with a lead. Carla's been a huge pain for the Pogues so far, but it looks like she might just do a complete 180 in the upcoming season. Now for the big reveal. Who's joining the cast? We're about to see some major additions to the cast, according to Netflix, who dropped the news about new castings recently. Andy McQueen is joining the cast as Carlos Singh, who's been described as a ruthless Caribbean don on a treasure hunt of his own. We don't know yet if this treasure hunt is going to interfere with the Pogues and their agenda in any way, so we'll just have to wait and see. You may already be familiar with McQueen. He had a role in HBO Max's Station 11, based on the book of the same name. The next addition to the cast is Fiona Palomo, whom you may have seen in Netflix's Spanish drama Control Z. She's going to play Sophia, another working-class Pogue who secretly wants to get in with the rich kids. She's going to be getting close with Sarah's brother Rafe this season in an effort to join the Kooks. Last but not least, Lou Ferrigno Jr., who had a role in the DC show Stargirl, will join as Ryan, Carlos Singh's top security officer. He's been described as calm and collected, but also power-hungry. Outer Banks also introduced us to Cleo in season 2, played by Kalachia Grant. Good news if you liked her, she's been upgraded to a series regular for season 3, which means we'll be seeing a lot more of her as the story develops. But wait, what about that casting drama? While we can confirm for now that Madeline Klein and Chase Stokes will definitely be bringing Sarah and John B. back to the Banks, there was a lot of drama surrounding the situation. When the series started in 2020 and Madeline and Chase had to play love interests on screen, it led to an off-screen romance as well. The two dated for a whole year, but when they broke up in late 2021, rumors started floating around that Madeline wouldn't come back to play Sarah. It does make sense. Who would want to flirt with their ex on screen right after a breakup? Thankfully, Madeline took to Instagram Instagram to confirm that the upcoming season of Outer Banks wouldn't be her last, and if the show returns for more seasons and still wants her character around, she'd be glad to do it. She finished off by saying she loves her job and told her followers not to believe everything they read on the internet. We were super relieved to hear this because it's not Outer Banks without Sarah Cameron. So what do we know about Season 3 so far? The past 2 seasons have just gotten crazier with every episode, and we don't know how they'll pull it off in Season 3. But we're excited to find out. Season 3 was officially confirmed by Netflix in late 2021, and the official account shared pictures as the cast started shooting in February of 2022. The stars of the show all confirmed the news on their social media accounts, and a picture of Chase holding Madeline's hand even got fans' hopes up for a real-life reunion. Whether that happens or not, our favorite couple is definitely back together on the screen. So what can we really expect? We know so far that we'll be dealing with the return of John B's not actually dead dad, and the creators mentioned that Season 3 will explore the father-son relationship between them, as Big John has been missing for the past 2 seasons. A new addition to the gang, Cleo, will have a much bigger role, and judging by what we've seen, she'll be putting the Pogues in their places when they need it. The treasure hunt will also continue, and the quest in each season will add up to a much bigger history and mythic background for the show. We might not be seeing this season until 2023, but it's definitely going to be an exciting one. Now time for some other news. First, it looks like Chase isn't happy with the fans. It's understandable that most fans are dying for the new season and any information they can get their hands on. However, Chase isn't happy with the way they're handling it. In a recent statement on his Instagram, the John B. actor practically begged fans to stop posting spoilers of the show, as it's disrespectful of the process. He asked fans to wait until the show was fully out and promised it would be worth the wait. Leaking content before its release has always been an issue on the internet, and it's great that Chase spoke up. And there's good news for him too. Chase Stokes made quite the name for himself in his role as John B, and it seems like the industry has taken notice of his skills. The actor is set for his first ever starring role in the film Music Got Me Here. It's directed by Gurinder Chadha, a filmmaker who's been nominated for several BAFTAs, and is written by Academy Award winner Irwin Winkler. Looks like John B isn't just a Pogue, he's about to be rubbing shoulders with Hollywood's A-list. Finally, Sarah's getting her Hollywood fix too. Madeline Klein definitely stole millions of hearts with her role in Outer Banks, but now fans can get ready to see her in one of the year's most anticipated movies, the sequel to the 2019 mega hit Knives Out. The film will premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival in September, and Madeline's joining an incredible cast, including Daniel Craig, Edward Norton, Ethan Hawke, Kate Hudson, and fellow newcomer Jessica Henwick. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on the new cast members? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.